It is a new week, a new episode, and we are back. I'm your host, Kaya.
And I'm the co-host, Colby.
And getting right into it, we're going to talk about pollen season. But before we do that, Colby, before we hit record, you were just talking about you went to church for the first time.
It wasn't the first time.
Well, first time in a while.
Yeah. I went to a birthday party. One of the friends that was also at the birthday party, we got to know each other, and then they were like, hey, want to go to church? And I was like, sure, why not? They have free food. So I went there for the food, and I stayed for the entire service because I'm good a person. I may not be a Christian, but at least I'm a good person.
I'm glad that you didn't get up and just leave after you got a plate of food.
I thought about it.
It's okay.
I really thought about it.
It's okay, but you stood there and you did what you're supposed to do and you stayed. I'm proud of you.
I'm an introvert. I didn't want to go to a gathering to begin with.
It's okay. That's what it leads to you going somewhere. Next, you're getting invited to go to a church. That's how it happens. And then next, you're like, It wasn't for me. But then you may just end up keep going after that. You may end up showing to the Easter service. That's a stretch. Okay,
but yeah,
it's okay. I mean, it's not for everybody, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't force you to go. I would invite you, and if you come that one time and you don't want to go after that, by all means, cool.
Yeah, I make a point to myself to always at least try something once. And, I'll go once. And usually people are satisfied with that. And I'm happy with that because I'm also satisfied with just going once. I don't need to go anymore.
So good. So good.
Let me play my games at home away from all the pollen and people.
This pollen season, we've lost a lot of good soldiers this year. We lost too many soldiers.
Yeah, one of them was almost you.
I'm still going through it right now, but now it's my right eye that's itching really bad.
Is that the good one or the bad one?
That's my good eye. I'm just playing. It's not my good eye, but no, it's this pollen season. It's crazy because Georgia just broke the pollen record of was 14,000 or something, whatever that. I can't remember exactly, but it was it was pretty high for the pollen count.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. We got too many male trees.
We love it here,
No, not during pollen season. We do not. No,
everybody's car is yellow now.
Oh, I opened my car door one day, and all you saw was just yellow dust coming off of it. Ugh. And then my trunk didn't open for a good minute because there was so much pollen and water just stuck together. And I'm like, I don't like it here. I don't. But at least Claritin and Zyrtec, they are making their money. They struck gold by making allergy medicine.
Yeah. I buy it every year.
I feel like you should buy maybe twice a year because allergies, they're heightened during the spring, but wintertime you don't really have allergies. But you got to stock up for that next season. But a good Claritin goes a long way. Also, I don't know if you remember, but I think you left your bottle at work, and I took some today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I kind of just keep forgetting to pick it up.
It's okay. Soon it's going to be empty, and it's going to be my fault. I'll buy you another one. It's fine.
Well, I have some at home, and now I have some at work, so...
You should. You're a lifesaver. Also, did you work today?
I did not. So what happened?
There was a story about some bees that were around, that was around work today. And I heard this from somebody. They were, because I think this was maybe an hour before I had got there. But there was a swarm of bees in one of the bushes, towards the back door, going towards the kitchen. And they were moving. They were moving the queen. So they moved the queen to where the hotel, where that hotel is at, not the new one, but the one literally right next to us.
Yeah.
So they were moving the queen to one of the bushes, and they put her in a bush, and it was just a swarm of bees in the drive-thru.
Wait, someone was physically
No, no,
moving?
no. These bees were moving the queen
Oh, the
bee.
bees were
Yeah, the
moving the
bees were
queen.
moving the queen.
Oh.
And so it was like
Oh.
a huge swarm. So it went from the back door so it went from the back door to like the hotel. And so
Jesus.
and the person that told me the story, they said like they weren't even standing up under the awning. They were further down to where we have our mobile cache. They were taking orders all the way down there because of the bees. Like they knew the bees weren't gonna like sting them or nothing. But it was just so many, and they had a video. Colby, all you saw was yellow. It was just a swarm of yellow just buzzing around. And so the owner had to call like some beekeepers to come out, and they literally they had to cut a bush down to get rid of the bees. And
That makes sense.
what ended up happening was a person that had recorded the video, they were like, oh, I was using the radio to tell them that there's bees outside. And at this point, I'm at work now. And inside, people are like, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? Like, they didn't know the severity of the bees. They just thought it was like, one or two bees. Colby, this was a huge swarm of them. And the people inside were like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's pollen season. It's spring. It's going to be bees. They didn't expect it to be a shit ton of bees outside. So the people that downplayed it inside were just like, oh, it's fine. It's just, springtime. While people were fighting for their lives outside.
That sounds like an average day.
I mean, you got...
Winter, especially.
Oh, God. It's always something. Like, it's like whenever you're not at work, it's always something. Like, you either have...
like, why...
Go ahead.
Why does everything just stop working when I'm gone?
What's not working now?
I don't know. Something stupid happens when I'm not there.
It's always like it's either like somebody like doesn't have shoes on, somebody's doing drugs or something, somebody's peeing in the sink. It's always something when you're not there.
Yeah, I didn't even see the crackheads from a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, I know I'm getting sidetracked. I wanted to wait for this. I wanted to wait to tell this story another day. I hate hospitals.
Okay.
I hate hospitals. Like, I do not care. I hate hospitals.
Why?
I'm gonna give you the short end of this story. So I had to go to the ER for something this past weekend, and as I'm sitting there, just waiting and everything, me and my mom are sitting there, and this lady, I'm sitting in the waiting room. She comes out of this other area, she just got discharged from the hospital. First thing she does, she's holding 2 bags of clothes. She goes to the phone. The phone is if we're sitting, say where I'm at, it's a seat. There's a seat here, and then off camera, there's a phone. So the phone is pretty close to you. This lady is asking for cab services. So she goes up to the front, to the check-in desk or whatever, and is asking for recommendations for a cab. They give her a list. She starts calling people. Colby, as she's making this call, she's calling this some guy that she knows, and she's like, "Can you take me to Atlanta to go buy some hair?" Colby, she doesn't care about nothing. She doesn't care about getting home. She doesn't care about nothing. She just wants to go buy some hair before it closes.
Let the woman have her weave.
Colby, she didn't have any shoes on, so I don't know how she was going to get there. So when she walked around, she had her shoes in her hand, but they were worn down flip flops, you would have thought she was walking down the street for miles. So she drops everything. She's on the phone trying to call. So she's calling, hanging up, calling, hanging up, calling, hanging up. She's just doing that for an hour. And then the supervisor, I guess, I don't know how they call people in the hospitals, but somebody higher up, they come out and they're like, what's going on? And people are they're talking amongst each other, I don't know, this lady's going crazy because she's I just need to get an Uber or a cab. Can you get me or something? Do you accept Cash App? And most people, they don't accept Cash App. She's only have Cash App. They were we want cash. And so she hangs up, calls somebody else, and the person that she was calling, they were I can't pay for you to get your hair and for you to get to Atlanta. The lady was like, she said, I just want to get hair. I don't care about nothing. Just get me hair. And so supervisor comes, like, they come past the desk at this point, and they go, ma'am, they walk up to her, they go, ma'am, is everything okay? Lady's on the phone. She goes, hold on. Everything is fine. Do you know a cab? Do you know a cab anywhere? Like, just yelling that. And she was like, I only know the ones that we gave you on the sheet. And so the lady was like, no, like, if you're not going to help me, just walk away. The lady walks away. She gets back on the phone. She goes, yeah, then this dumb bitch walked up to me talking about a fucking, do I need help? You better get out of here. And she started, like, just cussing. And I was like, she's asking if you're okay.
Jesus Christ.
She was like, stupid bitch. And I was like, oh my God. And then she hangs up the phone, calls again. And at this point, she's not on the phone anymore. She's just walking around just getting frustrated because they were like, who are you? Because she took off her medical band. Takes off the band. They're like, ma'am, who are you? She said, I'm so-and-so. I just got discharged. I'm just trying to go buy some hair. I don't want to be here all day. Comes back to the phone. Looks at my mom. Goes, excuse me, can any of y'all get me an Uber? My mom said, I didn't even make eye contact. Like, Kobe, my left eye straightened up and I didn't even look at her. And so, because I had my iPad, and like, you would have thought I was like the biggest iPad kid. I was like sitting there, and I straightened up my left eye. I said, "Please don't ask me no questions." And I'm trying not to make, like, every time she kept talking, I kept trying to like not. I would look at her, and I would make eye contact, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And so that insinuated more conversations. And she's like, "Oh, y'all sure y'all can't get me an Uber?" My mom was like, "No, we can't help you. I'm so sorry." And I'm just like, playing on my iPad, shaking like a fucking dog. And I'm like, please don't ask me no questions. And then she had a piece of paper in her hand. This is where, like, everything just, like, I almost lost it. She had a piece of paper in her hand. Keep in mind, still no shoes on her feet. Drops the piece of paper. Colby, she gripped her fucking feet over this paper. She put her grippers on the paper. And grabbed the paper with her foot. I said, oh fuck no. And I had to get up.
Oh, the grippers.
Like, Kobe, she gripped the fucking paper. Because my mom was about to tell her, ma'am, you dropped something. Kobe, she gripped her fucking feet over that paper. She grabbed the paper and just went on with her business.
People actually using their grippers for gripping is crazy, dude.
Because I was in the middle of texting my mom saying she dropped a piece of paper. And I see in the corner of my eye fucking grippers. Like, her feet smacked the ground when she picked up the paper. Kobe, I had to adjust. I was like, I had to adjust my seat and look the other way because that's how bad it was. And then I don't know, I think she got a ride or something, leaves. And then this guy comes in. This is like, I know, like, I'm going off or whatever. This guy comes in. And my mom was like, he's on something. Like, she was like, he's coming off a high or something. So now, my mom, like, we're still sitting in the same seat. So I'm here. My mom is here. There's 2 seats on my right. So it goes empty person, like, at the far end. This man sits down at the far end of those seats. He's just, I'm at this point, I'm playing, like, I think I'm drawing. So I'm drawing on Procreate. And this man is just coughing. He was like, ugh. And I have a mask on. Like, when I walked in, I put a mask on. Kobe, this man is, like, hacking up a lung. Like, he had, like, one of those little vomit baggies or whatever. He's just hacking up a lung. And I was like, God, please let us don't be in here all day. Please don't let us be in here all day. And the thing is, like, this man is getting sick 2 seats away from me. So, like, he'll get sick, he'll throw it away, and he'll just sit there. He goes, ugh. And I'm like, God, please answer my prayers. Please help me. And because, like, we've been there already for a while. And the guy my mom ends up going to the restroom. The guy ends up moving seats. So now he's sitting across from us. Like, so you got some chairs and then you got another set, like, across, like, literally right over that. He's sitting over there, leaning against the wall, just coughing or whatever. And then some other people come in. My mom's still in the restroom. And then the guy gets up. And I said, I swear to God, he better not sit next to me. I swear to God, he better not sit next to me. Kobe, the motherfucker gets up and sits next to me. And he was digging in his bag. I said, oh, God. God, if I have done anything wrong, I am sorry. If this man gets this little green ass baggie again, I swear on everything, I will lose my mind. I will leave the hospital and go home. I do not care about anything right now. Kobe starts digging and starts coughing. I said, And by the grace of God, I got a phone call. I said, thank God, my prayers have been answered. Kobe, I've never grabbed myself so fast to get up out of there. I went to the bathroom. I said, I can't. And I told my mom, I said, thank God you called me, because that man was about to hack up something. And I did not want to be next to him. Like, I was clenching my iPad. I wasn't even drawing at this point. I was just sitting there. Screen is blank. I'm holding on to my mom's purse, my wallet, my keys. I'm having everything in my hand because I am afraid.
Having a mental breakdown.
I can't do it. And then this old man walks in. No, sorry, he doesn't walk in. He's wheeled in, and he goes, I think I got COVID pneumonia. I said, are you fucking kidding me? There's no way. And like, so at this point, I'm waiting at the check-in, because I'm like, hey, can y'all please like check on like the time and stuff? Kobe, this man, they call him, and him and like his caregiver or whatever, they're like, oh, what's going on today, Mr. So-and-so? And he's just like, he said, I said, He's revving up like an engine in the fucking winter. I said, oh God. This man is like, I gotta get some x-rays. They were like, why? Why do you need x-rays? Kobe, he coughs. And the doctor goes, that's why. I said, God, please. I want to go home. Kobe, we got there at 3 o'clock. We didn't leave till 8.
Jesus.
Not only was I hungry, I was tired. I felt disgusted. When I say I sped home, I had my mother in the car. I sped home. And I said, as soon as I get home, I'm taking a fucking shower. And what did I do? I scrubbed my whole body down. I sanitized my clothes. Hell, I didn't even go to bed yet. But I cleaned everything. Hospitals are disgusting. I don't care how bad of an emergency you have. I don't care how bad of an emergency I have. I'll just bite the bullet and just go. Because I cannot sit in a hospital. I don't know how people just sit comfortably and just wait.
Well, I never had an encounter like you have. And I've been sitting in hospital waiting rooms for like a long time before.
I was in the ER.
Yeah, no, I never went to the ER.
Can't do it again.
No, it was always doctor's offices. I'd go with my grandma, and this was like when I was like 5 through 8. So I'd just be sitting in there looking at the little goldfish that are like swimming around in the tank that they have. And my grandma would always pack little packets of M&Ms. I have those to snack.
Wish I had a luxury like that. You know what I had for my view?
Yeah.
A purple Mike and Ike on the ground. My entertainment, besides my iPad that was about to die, was a purple Mike and Ike that was on the ground.
A single purple.
And you know what's so crazy about this Mike and Ike? I was telling my mom, I said if I wasn't so afraid of being in this hospital, I would eat this Mike and Ike off the ground. And then somebody kicked the fucking Mike and Ike, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? That was my only entertainment that I had, and it moved. I said, oh, it's in a different spot now. I was getting a little delusional. But
no, I'd sit in silence. I didn't have any entertainment.
Kobe, it wasn't just any purple Mike and Ike. You know what kind of Mike and Ike it was?
Yep, there's difference.
It was a tropical Mike and Ike.
Oh, yeah.
And I know it was grape flavored, so I knew I would have been pissed. But no, I wouldn't eat off the ground at the hospital. That's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
I have
well,
some fucking
don't eat off the
morals.
ground anywhere.
Okay.
Do you eat stuff off the
Nope.
ground? Okay.
We were all kids at one point. At some point of our lives. I think that's why I'm so special.
Yeah, you very special.
Don't call me special, you little rat.
I ain't a rat.
There was one story that I have that I always tell people about. The one
What?
the tropical. Remember the blue pack of Skittles?
The blue pack of Skittles.
It's like
Yeah, are
the
you
it's like
talking about?
the tropical ones.
Is it the sour one, or is it a different one?
Tropical.
I don't know if I've ever
it's the
seen a
blue
tropical bag of Skittles.
it's the blue pack of Skittles. It has like banana flavored. There's like a
What?
yeah.
That exists?
Yeah, there's a banana Skittle or whatever. Like it's a tropical kind.
I haven't never heard of this.
Colby, you have heard of it.
No.
You have.
There was always original Skittles and that sour kind that I didn't like at all.
The sour
I've
Skittles?
never heard of tropical. Yeah,
Shut up.
they sucked.
There are tropical Skittles. That's an actual thing.
I've never heard of that.
Colby, you don't get out much.
Well, I went to church, okay?
Shut up. Like the purple Skittles. You've seen this pack before.
No.
Oh, you
Never seen that pack before.
Oh, gosh. The motto of the year for you is that you have not lived, because these have been around for God knows how long. Have you not been to Dollar General? I know I'm talking fast right now. Have you not been to Dollar General and experienced the purple and blue bag, like the duo Skittles?
No.
Okay. Tropical Skittles.
I go to Dollar General.
Tropical Skittles, it's a different breed. They're pretty good, but I hate the banana flavored ones. Like, I love banana, but I don't
Really?
like banana flavored Skittles. I've eaten so much of them.
Oh, well.
It's too much. Where I'm getting at with this story was, like, when I was a kid, the tropical Skittles had just came out. And me being me, I was a kid in a park. I'm walking around the park and I look on the ground and I'm thinking, oh shit, it's a blue Skittle on the ground.
No.
And so I do I did the SpongeBob double look. So I look to my right, look to my left, I look behind me, I look in front of me, make sure nobody's coming. I drop down like I'm at time my shoe and I pick up this dead Skittle. I dust it off, right? And I said, 5-second rule, even though it's been on the ground for God knows how long. And I eat it. Colby, to my disappointment, guess what it was?
What?
A blue fucking M&M.
I thought you were about to say a molded Skittle.
No.
A molded banana Skittle.
It was a blue M&M. I don't like M&Ms. That was the first and last time that I ever trusted my gut on something. And I spit it out right where I picked it up from, too. I said, that's fucking nasty. And I went to go buy a pack of Skittles to fill my heart. I've never been so pissed off. That was the first and last time that I ever ate something off the ground. I was like 6 when this happened.
I never done that.
You don't get out much, though. It is fine if you don't do that. But that was my one moment that I had. And I was like, oh, maybe if I eat something off the ground this one time, it'll be all, great. No, it was a blue M&M. You know what's worse than biting
M&Ms.
in the chocolate?
What?
Thinking it's a Skittle. Like, I should have just I should have just smushed it into my hand. But no, it was a fucking M&M. I don't like M&Ms. If you like chocolate, cool. But M&Ms, your taste buds, you might just look dog shit at this point. I don't care. That's disgusting. Stop making me laugh. It's not. It was a time.
Anyways,
since you are a kid that was always indoors, did you ever play go ahead and get your stuttering out the way.
I was literally not indoors all the time. Most of the time. Go ahead.
Going with your dad every other weekend does not count.
All right. First of all, screw you. Second of all, it was my grandma. So
sure,
chill
custody
out
for
there,
real.
bud.
I'm sorry. That was so mean. I'm so sorry.
All right.
My
then.
bad. Sorry.
Since I'm so indoors, let me hear about it.
I'm sorry. That was so
Since
fucked.
I'm so sheltered.
That was fucked. I'm so sorry.
Joke's on you. I had 2 Wii's, okay?
Can't imagine. Kobe, you're going
2
to dad's.
Christmases.
You're going to dad's for the weekend. No, you're not.
2 birthdays.
You're going to grandma's house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
huh?
sorry. That was fucked up. I'm so sorry.
Go on. We're all waiting. You had a story you were gonna tell me. You were gonna get on my case about something other than my dad.
I'm sorry. I'm not. It's okay. Our parents have gone through some stuff, and
Well, wait.
it's okay.
Hold on. Let me get it. Just God. That's a good old knee slapper right there.
Sorry. If y'all listening or watching this, Kobe's about to cry in a second. So just send him some hearts and some love after this, because his family traumas. It's a lot.
I'm about to fill this glass with salty tears.
Is that the water from? Okay. Sidetrack.
Okay.
Okay. Voodoo.
Again.
You know what? Voodoo is real, but there is a saying that if you make somebody cry, you're gonna reap what you sow. If you make somebody, if you really upset them and you make them cry, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, because their tears are very powerful. So if you start crying, I'm sorry. Just hold them in. I don't want to. Just hold them in. You'll be okay.
No, I'm okay. I'm just more confused than anything. Go ahead.
As you should be. But
Okay.
you're gonna see grandma next week, so it's okay. But
Yeah. I'll go see grandma this Sunday, actually.
as you should. It's her turn anyway. But as a kid, did you ever
God.
good
Beating
times.
this one into the bush like the bees.
I mean, at least you got grandparents that are still around. That's a good thing. Shut up. Anyways, did you ever play games like Club Penguin and Wizard 101 growing up?
I didn't play those, but I did play a bunch of Pop Tropica.
Okay, I mean that's a good start. That's a good start. I'll give that to you.
I mean, I know about some of the Club Penguin lore, and then how I got shut down.
Did you ever play Pop Tropica at school?
Oh yeah. Cool math games, dude. And then giving an excuse of how it's actually an educational site, even though it's not at all.
Okay, you played that one side of Pop Tropica that was very educational.
No, I had actually a computer at home, and I'd play Pop Tropica at home as well.
Do you ever play the parking games on Cool Math for Kids? I could not
Crazy
park to save my
Taxi?
life. No, not Crazy Taxi. I mean, we're different ages, so we didn't have Crazy Taxi. We had
they were just different names.
I had I think Lava Boy or something and Ice Girl or whatever.
Lava Boy. Wait.
You know what I'm
Lava
talking
Boy.
about? Yeah,
Fire Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah.
What? Fire
Boy
and Water Girl.
Yeah, we had that. I had that. Papa's Bakeria.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That's what I was about to say. But we had it was Papa's not bakery at the time. I think it was burgeria or pizzeria, something like that. I always crashed out after the first day. They end up
30 different games of that franchise.
Yeah, I have Bakeria on my iPad. I love Bakeria so much. But the one with the wings, I will crash out every single time.
Why?
Because it's so complicated. Because you have to make like buffalo wings, and you have to like toss in like barbecue sauce and put blue. It's But what I'm trying to get at is that we had so much fun as kids, like playing online games. That like we were playing multiplayer, even though Cool Math wasn't really like a multiplayer game. We had things like Pop Tropica, Club Penguin. That was my shit right there. My mom would buy me the memberships like every other week, well, every other month when they were like $4 or something. But we had games like that, and it was what I'm trying to get at is like the games were like they were fun and they were safe at some point. Even early Roblox was fun at some point. Like fun and safe.
Safe.
I mean, it wasn't like
I don't think.
I mean, like when I say
any online space.
I mean, like when it was safe. Like when I mean by safe, I mean like you had more people your age playing the said game than what it is today.
Oh yeah, like how unfortunately Minecraft is.
I don't even like know about that, but I know Roblox now. It's like you have like, let's say, 30-year-olds playing with like they're purposely playing with like 8-year-olds, and they're trying to like get in contact with them. That's weird.
Yeah, cheese pizza is not fun.
I've been watching a lot of EDP Watch, so they've been catching a lot of people that play like they've been catching a lot of people on Roblox as well, which is insane. Like I play a game on Roblox. It's like the Liberty Response, it's like a it's like a role play game, but it's like you can be like a first responder. So in that game, I don't talk to anybody because, like I said, that is weird because like it's mainly people that are like younger than you. So I don't talk to anyone unless like I'm playing with my boyfriend or my cousin. I'm not talking to anyone. Now, if I'm asked a question, cool, I'll answer the question, keep it at that. But you won't see me like in a lobby trying to make friends with these random ass kids. And sometimes it's grown ass men as well that are playing this game. But like I said, I'm not talking. Like I can't have a conversation with people in the game, like in game.
Yeah, basically my rule of thumb is treat online games like Omegle.
That's even worse, Colby.
Yeah, exactly. So now you know what to expect.
Well, I mean, I never really used Omegle, but like my thing is like I like to have fun. Like I have fun playing the game how I like to play. But at my age, you're not going to see me talking to like a 7-year-old because, like I said, that is weird. It doesn't matter the context, like whether it's friendly or not. No. Now, if it's somebody that's around my age, cool. We can have a conversation about like, you know, what are we going to do? Like, what are we going to do in the server? Like, trying to make a game plan on how to like save lives in the game. But if it's literally like a fucking toddler, no, I'm not. You can figure out how to play the game on your own. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. I'm just going to put out my fires and keep going. Now, if you need help, cool, but I'm not going to talk to you not one time. But there are people like when I watch like videos and stuff, they know the age of these kids and they're still pursuing it in whatever way that they want, which is weird.
Have you gone down the Minecraft YouTuber rabbit hole?
No.
It did, like, every single one of them.
It's terrible.
Almost every single one of them. So, Minecraft, and specifically Minecraft YouTubers, had this reputation of being a bunch of CPs. So.
I mean, it makes sense. Like you are a loser who maybe didn't get any attention growing up when the game first came out. You're still not getting attention now, but now because there's someone younger than you that's more vulnerable, you're going to take everything that you're going to take everything from them and make the game unenjoyable for them. But you're finding joy in it because you finally have someone that's going to like give you the interaction in a time of day when they're literally like doing their actual children.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's like, go ahead.
In my case, I don't necessarily care about like the age gap when playing games.
I mean, like,
but it's only about the game.
Right. Like if you're strictly about the game, cool. But if you're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what are you going to do when you get off the game? Now you're being like, there's no conversation.
Nope.
Like,
big no.
or like they're like, oh, like, do you want to like if you're playing Roblox, they're like, oh, do you want to go play another game? I don't really want to play another game. I just want to stay in the game that I'm playing right now. Unless it's like
I'm actually I'm a little fine with that one.
I mean, unless it's like, you know, like the like Pass the Bomb or something, like where it's like, yeah, you can play different games, but then you're like, or it's like, if it's like somebody random, they're like, oh, well, I have a game in mind, and like they get invited to this said game, and it's just nothing but cheese pizza, or people that enjoy that and everything, and then like they're doing stuff for like it's like I've been watching a lot of like EDP videos. And the minds of these people, it's like it's so concerning because sometimes like it's people that you see on a day-to-day basis, and then others they just fit the narrative of that, like they enjoy stuff like that.
I never understood it, which I'm thankful for. You know, I don't want to. It's just unappealing.
There's nothing to understand about it. It's just you're like these people are like they enjoy the innocence of a minor, which is disgusting.
Yeah,
they find joy in that, and they would keep doing it. They're like, oh, I learned my lesson. No, you didn't, because you're still doing it, and now you have said evidence in your phone, and you're gonna be prosecuted for it. That's the lowest of the lows.
Yeah, I never understood it. It's like, you know, this is illegal. You know, you can be arrested,
and you can't delete it, no matter how much you try.
Yeah. So why ever take that risk?
Because they think they're never going to get caught, I guess.
Just stupid.
Because like I said, like when I played games growing up, like I played games like Small Worlds, Club Penguin and stuff, you had people closer to your age. And sometimes you may have had people like 18 or so, but nobody like 30 years old playing a fucking game.
Yeah, because gaming was kind of shunned. And now that it's opened up, there's like a ton of other people, and then some trying to take advantage of others. In
or
that
like
case.
if you're gonna have it, like if you want to be an adult that plays games, cool. Maybe create a game that is meant for you, like not like nothing weird or nothing, but like how it used to, I think there was a game back then called like IMVU or something, and it was meant for teens, like 18, like it was not even 18, it was 17 and up. And so you had people closer to your age, and you had people in their 20s playing this said game, but it was mainly meant for people that are older. And then at one point they changed it to where it was 18 and up, and so you had to be 18 to play the said game, that's fine. Of course, people lie, but go ahead.
Yes, your thinking is idealistic. To explain it a bit more, let me put it this way. Do you know the age range of Pokemon?
Pokemon, it's, what is it, like 7 up or something?
I'm pretty sure it's in all ages or something like that. Like, just generally any Pokemon game.
Yeah.
It's something like that. You actually get more people over the age of 20 playing Pokemon and that are interested in Pokemon than the younger audience. Even though it was
because they have money
more
now.
Targeted towards the younger audience. Yeah. And instead, in the gaming atmosphere, you actually get a lot of teens and like 12-year-olds and less playing GTA.
I played GTA,
which is specifically 18 and up.
But I mean, I had GTA as a kid, but the thing was like I never like I knew the game. Like I played GTA 4 when I was like I think 11 maybe, but like when it came out of GTA 5, I didn't get that game until I turned 17. Until I turned I think 16 or 17, because my mom didn't want to buy it. And like the thing is, like the people at GameStop, they were like, "Oh, you don't want to buy the game because it has nudity and all this other stuff in the game." My mom was like, "Huh?" And they were like, and the guy that like the guy that was selling it to my mom, he was like, "Oh, you don't." He said, "You really don't want the game because there's a torture scene." Me being me, I'm like 16, 17. I'm like, get the game. Just buy it. Buy the game. It'll be fine. And so when I got to that point, I purposely like I played the game and my mom was asleep. So when she when she was asleep, I had played like that scene. Sometimes I just skipped the scene as a whole, but I would play that scene and like I didn't think much of it. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty crazy. Like this is crazy." But it wasn't like oh, I want to do that to somebody one day or nothing. But I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I played the game. I've grown up playing games like not like that, but I've played GTA a few times to where like I understand the game. And yeah, I wouldn't like if I had kids, I wouldn't let them play it until they got to like maybe 17 or so.
Yeah, the thing is letting somebody really young play a game like GTA can it can make them see situations differently. Like they can look at like very gory, even movies too, like very gory scenes in a movie, very gory scenes in games, and then be like, okay, like they may be shocked, they may be like, oh, that's disgusting, but then again, that's also starting to affirm what is normal, because like during those stages of life, you're literally just learning what is normal. So when they see stuff like that and they're like, yeah, this is normal, you could create a psychopath.
But the thing
which is the worry
the
of
thing
it.
is like it could be said about social media as well.
Oh, social media is the biggest thing about it. It's so bad. Have you heard about the YouTube ads being basically just porn?
Oh, not even mine are mainly like politics and stuff. And like AI. Like even during the
I don't
election,
even
mine
have
like
ads on YouTube.
during the election, mine was like strictly like propaganda against like it was not even propaganda. It was just a whole bunch of political stuff against Kamala Harris, and I'm like, I already voted. I don't really care. But it was like, oh well, this person's bad, this person's worse, and it was just back and forth. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm just trying to watch a video. But social media as
Yeah,
a whole,
every other commercial would be
like
something like that.
Twitter is full of like it's full of negatives. TikTok is full of negatives. Everything is full of negatives. But we condition our minds to see what we want to see. Now, if we purposely keep liking things that are depressing, we're going to be more depressed. It's what you really see, and the more that you watch it, the more like your mind gets altered, like you said, to where that can be you. Like if somebody's watching, like hell, when let's go back to the last episode about the girl with like the Amish kid or whatever. If you keep watching Amish videos, you're gonna be like, oh, maybe I want to be Amish. Or
Yeah.
if you see someone that is known for like just baking, you're gonna be like, I want to start baking more. I want to start doing this. I want to start doing that. Like that whole sourdough trend. People were just watching sourdough after sourdough after making fucking sourdough. And at one point, everybody was making it, but it turned into something where some people didn't know what they were doing. They were just like, oh, I was just doing it because it was trending. Kids would do what's trending because they think it's cool. There were trends happening all over the world, but we only see what we want to see. If we
There are at least 100 trends
right.
going on right
And
now.
the thing is, some kid may be dumb enough to actually do one of the dangerous ones, and next you know, their parents are like, "Get your kid off of social media." Maybe you should have kept an eye on your kid and understood the parental controls that you have as a parent to keep your kid from doing such things. Because at the end of the day,
and specifically now in the day of age of
because
technology,
sometimes it's not even the parent's fault. It's really not. Hold on, I said that wrong. Sometimes it's not the kid's fault. It's the parent. It starts with the parents every single time. If you give your kid an iPad at the age of 5, they're gonna know how to run that iPad better than you. So if you put a code on there, they're gonna learn how to go through that code, change everything to where you are now locked out of the iPad, and they can watch and search whatever they want. You're probably one of those kids. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you, if I ever have kids, they are not going to have an iPad. Hell, they won't even get a phone. Because my kids are going to be raised right to the point where it's like, yeah, you don't need technology to know everything. Yes, you'll be aware of what's going on. Sorry, go ahead.
So here's the problem.
Oh my God.
No.
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
And I love the way you put, but like everybody that they go to school with, unless you homeschool them.
No.
Which, that's a whole separate can of worms.
Those kids are built different.
They're something else.
Put down.
But yeah, essentially, like, they're going to be a little bit outcasted in school.
Well, not
having a phone.
Well, the thing is, like, I didn't have a phone. My phone was like, I think it was like a sliding phone. That was my very first phone. I use that phone.
Different day and age, though.
I know. Like, I'm not gonna give my kid an iPhone 4 when they go off to like elementary or whatever. But like the thing is, like, they have one of those phones where it's mainly meant for emergencies only.
I mean, you just give them a Apple AirTag.
No, but I mean, like, if something happens, like, they're gonna be able to contact me. But the thing is, like, they're not gonna be on the phone all the time. It's an emergency only kind of ordeal. I can put all the locks I want on the app, like on the phone. But the thing is, like, my kid's phone is not going to become a distraction. Yes, so like they may have an iPad later, but it's not going to become a distraction. Because when you really think about it, like the kids now, they can't fucking read. They know how to do everything else, but they can't fucking read. Their education sucks. After COVID, everybody's kid is like built different. Like they're walking rocks. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, my thing is, like, my kid's gonna be aware but not distracted to the point where, like, they're socially, like, they're chronically online all the time. It's bad. And, like, I can say that I'm always online. I get that. My kid's gonna be able to do the same thing that your kid will be able to do. They might not have an iPad at 2 months old, like yours. I'm just playing. But my kid won't have an iPad until later. Until, like, they can comprehend, like, how to read and how to, like, actually get their grades up and stuff. They'll be praised for their action, like, for their good deeds and stuff. But the thing is, like, you're not going to have an iPad when you're having a mental breakdown.
Okay, I could see that.
Like,
I just feel like, at least for my style.
Go ahead.
My style, I would rather... I don't want to limit them. And, like... I mean, yes, limit, but, like...
You don't want to control to the point where it's, like, you have a hand on everything.
Yeah, I don't want to not allow them to make mistakes so that they don't learn. I want them to make mistakes and learn from them, because otherwise they're never going to learn. And one of the biggest things is teaching them how to navigate problematic scenarios. Like, for instance, being chronically online. Okay. For one, yes, social media can be an amazing tool. It can show you things that you never knew. You can connect with others, all that. But also, we've started coining the term doom scrolling because we will scroll like TikTok 4 hours and then forget everything in those 4 hours, right? Because we have consumed too much information for our brain to even comprehend. And then we become mentally exhausted from that. So teaching them that, ways to navigate that, like literally just reading a book or walking outside or just sitting down and just feeling the air around you. I know that makes you sound crazy, and maybe I am for doing that, but those things really do help. Taking a walk in a park is some of the best things that you can do in life. Now, in the digital age.
My kid's touching grass. I promise you, my kid will be touching grass. They will be touching grass.
Mine will too.
You're gonna be, your kids will be, Papa, look at the molecular structure of this weave. Kobe, what the fuck are you teaching your kids at home?
Rocket science. Oh, dude, I can't wait to teach stuff.
You're like, the molecular structure of this weave is so materialized and structuralized. What the fuck? Okay. But no, is this like...
I'm gonna take this whole dad thing seriously.
Oh, your kids are gonna be crying. They're like, I want to go to grandma's.
No. Now, open your textbooks and turn to page 12.
That's something you would do. But like I said, like, my thing is, like, my kids, like, they're going to be able to play. Like, they can play games. But the thing is, like, there's going to be some type of, like, structure on that. So it'll be, like, it'll be limited. Damn. It'll be limited to where they can do... Yeah, I ran out of tea. They can do maybe, like, they can play for an hour or two. And then after that, like, you have to, like, focus and do something else, be productive. It's just like Sims, like learn something new, learn some, like try to like, if you can't go outside, read a new book or try to find like a new hobby or something. Find a new interest that keeps your mind going. Hell, if you gotta take a nap, take a nap. But my thing is like my kids are gonna learn how to be human. They're gonna learn how to be like not only a good person, but aware of their surroundings and be more compassionate. Because nowadays, people are not as compassionate as we're meant to be. After COVID, everybody has become selfish. Like they've become a lot more selfish.
I haven't noticed that trend.
You don't go outside much, and being at work, when you're at work, you see that more and more.
What do you mean?
People are more like, I'm trying to think of like a good example. I don't know. I think just me in the hospital just really fucked me up because the thing is that I care, but in that moment, I genuinely did not care. I just wanted to go home. But the thing is, like, if I was in that situation, I would want someone to care about me. And it's like that's like
yeah.
But it's like, as someone that wasn't like dealing with anything, I did not care. There have been times where like there would be kids like talking to me at work, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I will talk to a little kid like a little adult. But back then, I never did that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, buddy. Like, babying the fucking kid. But now I'm like, you are a growing little adult. You need to learn how to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, and have like some fucking manners. Like, that's how, like, I don't know. Some kids, I just can't fucking stand them. I can't. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I have kids, or if any of my friends have kids. I don't know what I'm generally gonna do. Like, Kobe, I promise you, I will fight your kid. I may have to fight your kid. I'm sorry, because your kid's gonna have your kid's gonna have a smart ass mouth like you, and I'm about to fuck your kid up. I'm sorry. I'm getting like.
I hope my kid has a smart ass mouth.
Your kid's gonna be a fucking.
I can't wait to raise a little shit.
Your kid's gonna be a smart ass. No, Avery's kid's gonna be a fucking smart ass. I am not ready for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm fighting that little shit.
That's gonna be a great kid.
Avery, if you're listening to this, I will fight your kid just like I will fight your dogs. Also, I got beef with a German Shepherd.
Did you tell me this?
I tell you about how her fucking dog tried to bite my eyeball.
Oh, you might have. Let's hear it.
It was a kickback, right? So I went to her house. It was kickback. I think I had just got off work or something. So I went over there, and she has this big ass German Shepherd. Now, you know it's going to be a badass German Shepherd when their name is Rambo. His name is Rambunctious, but it's Rambo for short.
Obvious reasons.
I named him, but like Nova, she is a sweetheart. I love her. Like, Nova cannot do any wrong. Rambo, though,
black.
No, Rambo. Like, when I think of him, I think of like that one TikTok of like the dance moms. They were like, there I was minding my business, and then there was this obnoxious sound, and it's this fucking dog show up. So I'm just minding my business, meeting everybody. Rambo jumps up. Now I'm like 5 feet on a good day. This motherfucker jumps up. Like, he at this point his paws are on my shoulder. Like, he's about to beat my ass. He jumps up and nips at my eyeball. Kobe, there is a fucking mouth hovered over my eye. I said, Avery, I'm about to die. I was like, he's about to chomp on my fucking eyeball. He was like, ah! I was like, And so they had to yell at him, and I said, Avery, I will fuck your dog up. I will go to jail today. I do not care. Get your dog under control, because there's no reason for this 5'4" ass dog to be jumping up on somebody.
He's a puppy.
He's a grown ass dog. He's not a puppy.
He just hasn't matured yet.
Yeah, I don't care. He literally, the thing is, like, when he's on the ground, he's fine. But when those front paws come up, Kobe, it's like all the fear in my body is there. Like I'm scared when he jumps up. He's like a bear. And I'm like, do y'all not see this jump? Like, and the thing, it was my good eye. He jumped up and put his mouth over my good eyeball.
He was just trying to figure out why one was looking the other way.
No, my eyeballs are fucking huge. And I understand people point out the fucking obvious. I'm so sick of it. I know they're big. I know. I see them. I see them. But this dog thought it was a fucking gumball today. And I said, get your dog off of me. Also, speaking of my eyeball, this little today. Well, no. This little the other day. No, it was today.
Oh.
It was today. This little comes through and goes, Daddy, why is her eye like that? Kobe, I cut my eye so fast. Like, it's something about like, little kids, they just piss me off. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can you, like, you are teaching your child to just say, ask questions. I understand kids are out of pocket. I understand they are very out of pocket. But get your little on a leash, because I'm so sick and tired. It's always the same kids. Sorry.
Why are you crashing out so much over little kids, bro? Let them be kids.
No, they're be fucking with me, and I'm so sick of it. You don't know what it's like to be with a 5-year-old. Like, they were literally, like, I understand. Kids are curious. I understand. I've never crashed out so hard until I started, like, being on my own and, like, experience, like, these rude-ass Georgia kids. Because I've never had this experience in North Carolina. But when I came back home, all these COVID kids got some shit to say. And they're not afraid.
Well, yeah.
That's the problem. But the thing is, like, it's always the same little kids. They always got something to say. It's always the same thing. Mommy, Daddy, why is your eye like that? Every time.
It's because they're learning how to be normal.
No, they're not. They're learning how to be little assholes because their parents are not teaching them. They're like, I remember, like, this one lady, because her daughter did the exact same thing. She was like, Mommy, why is your eye like that? She said, you know, some people are born different. Or in this and that. Whatever. I'm not born different. I just got a lazy eye. The fuck? I was like, oh. It did not look like this when I was a kid. It went the other way. I just kept fucking with people and moving the eyeball. It's not. I made it this way. And then sometimes, like, the kids would be like I was out in public. This was like 2 years ago. I went to a basketball game. Kobe, this little kid. She was sitting in front of me. Turns around, because, like, I think, like, we were, like, standing up for, like, the national anthem or whatever. Turns around, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. And I'm trying not to look at her, but she keeps fucking looking at me. But she's not looking at me. She's looking at my left eye. And I'm like, I'm so uncomfortable. So now I'm looking straight ahead. But I see those little eyeballs looking at me. And so I keep looking down. I'm like, shit. And so... Shut up. I gotta tell the story. Shut up.
Stop traumatizing little children.
I didn't do anything. I'm just saying.
I know what you're about to say.
Kobe, she turns back around. Turns back again, looks at me and goes, points her finger on her eye, and she does like the 2 tap. And I was like, what the And so I'm like, and the thing is, I'm by myself. So I'm like, what did I do to piss her off? Like, why is she like doing? And then she did it again. She turns around and she goes, and I'm like, oh, I said, you are lucky your mom's right there. And then she taps her mom. She looks at her mom, looks at me, pulls her mom's jacket. Like, she pulls it down. The mom goes, yes. She goes, yes, honey. The little girl looks at her mom. She goes, she taps her eyeball again. And then points to me. I said, oh! And her mom turned around.
Oh, boy.
And her mom looked at me. I looked at the mom. I looked at the little girl. And the mom was like, she had to hit her. She's like, stop that. Kobe, the little girl, turned back around at halftime. I said, Lord, give me strength. Because I will go to jail today for this little girl. Like, I've never been like I said, I know I've heard every single story in the book, like every single joke. I've heard it all. I know it's there. But for a little ass child to look at me for about 15 to 20 minutes and just point at her eyeball, and then has the audacity to call her mother, I will put my hands on your child. I don't care how much money it's going to take. My mother told me recently, if I go to jail, she's going to bail me out one time. That's one time for me to whoop your ass. And I promise you, it's going to be a good ass whooping. Belt to ass. But not just any belt. A leather belt. Belt to ass. Also, if y'all are not whooping your kids, whoop your kids, please, for me.
I don't think you should be a parent.
Kobe, I swear on everything, if my child talks shit on me, says anything about my eyeball to me, you know what I'm going to tell them? You want to know what I'm going to tell my kid?
What are you going to tell?
Your eyeball's up too. And we're going to keep it pushing. You're
going to be the reason your kids are really good at sneaking around the house.
What do you mean sneaking around? They can't see. They're all going to have one eyeball just like me. I can see.
You're going to be really good at not making a noise.
They're going to do really good at not making eye contact.
Yeah, avoiding at all costs.
My mom doesn't like when I make fun of myself, so I have to stop making fun of myself. But I swear, if my kids look like me, I promise you I will have a field day on them. I'm going to let them know how it feels. Your first day at school, you're going to get bullied. And I'm going to let you know what they're going to say to you.
What the hell's wrong with you?
You got to teach them young. Especially if they end up having the same eye as me, they're going to have to learn how to have some thick skin. Like, you remember that time when I was...
Traumatizing children.
No, you remember that time when I was reading the comments on the last Instagram post?
Maybe.
And somebody called me a chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that one. You remember that one.
Yeah. That was a great day.
And the thing is, the people that were making fun of me, these were grown-ass men.
Yeah?
I'm like, grow the fuck up. And then somebody said, which way is she looking? She needs walkie-talkies to make connections. And I said, okay. That's a good one. That's a new one. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. Like I said, my kids are going to need some thick skin. Because I have some pretty thick skin. But when it comes to children, I will bully your kid as well.
Saying that in the CP episode, a little scary.
That's not what I meant, weirdo. You know, I'm just going to move the eyeball. I'm just going to move it inwards and scare the shit out of them. Make them piss themselves. Ah, daddy! Exactly. Don't mess with me.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're just like locked eyes with a kid who's also locked eyes with you, and they're looking at your other eye, and then you just like...
You know, I made eye contact with somebody that was cross-eyed too. I'm not cross-eyed. I just have a lazy eye. But I made eye contact with a cross-eyed person. And I said in my head, is that what I look like? Kobe, I had to walk away.
Not even you?
I was like, is that what I look like? But their eyes had they went this way.
Are you talking about that person that comes in?
No. I cannot talk about people. I cannot talk about people on here. I signed a paper.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about. It doesn't even matter. But the thing is, I have seen a lot of cross-eyed people. Like cross-eyed is both eyes are crossed. My eyes are not cross-eyed. I have a lazy eye.
Mm-hmm.
One eye is weaker than the other, and that so happens to be my left eye. So it's like you know what they call me? They call me fucking gumball machine. Every fucking day. Hey gumball, I got 25 cents. And then you know my boyfriend started saying to me,
what?
I got 50 cents. Does that mean I get 2 gumballs? Shut up. I'm like, just shut the fuck up. I was like, you can't be talking about nobody. But But my thing is, I have a lazy eye. I could fix it. I don't want to fix it.
Oh.
Because it's a party trick.
Yeah, it adds a personality. It brings a lot of personality to the table.
Oh, okay. I know I keep going. This is going to be a long ass one again. Besides gumball machine, somebody else comes up to me at work. This is like at least like four times out of the week. Whenever like I piss them off, they get into my face and I can't see up close. They get into my face and they go, straighten that little eyeball. And I'm like, why would you say that? And so when I do, they're like straighten up when I'm talking to you. And then I make the eye move inward. So then it's looking like straight. And they're like, yeah, keep it straight. I'm like, leave me alone. Please leave me alone. You saw how that moved inwards? You saw that?
Yeah.
But the thing is like one time they got into my, it was like yesterday, they got into my face and said, straighten up. Colby, that I was fighting for his life. Because like it was
for dear life.
Because it was struggling to like straighten up because they were so close to my face. So it was trying to straighten, but the eye was like, so if this eye was straight, this one is like it's trying to come back. But it was like it was shaking like this. And it couldn't straighten up. And I said, this is my 13th reason. Thank you so much. I can't make any jokes about myself because I'm gonna get mad. But I'm like, thank you for making this my 13th reason. And then I made somebody laugh today, and then they were like, oh, it's funny how you made me laugh, and both eyes were looking at me this time. I said, oh, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, if going back, because I know we missed a whole bunch of stuff. I
think this is it. I think we don't get to go to our topics.
No, we covered a lot. I just end up crashing out towards the end.
Oh shit!
It's okay, but
I think it's.
Make sure your kids are trained and on a leash because, like I said, if your kid bullies me, I promise you, I will not make it easy on them. Make sure to take your
friendly to your kids. Don't listen to her.
And if you got a dog that's taller than me, I will kick your dog in the kneecaps.
Valid.
That really pissed me off. Take your allergy medicine because it's going to be a tough one this season. Kobe just kicked over his doggy bowl. But what else do we have? Oh, if you try to bully me about my eyeball, I promise you, I've already heard it. You're not funny. You're unoriginal. And ask yourself, how does that affect LeBron's legacy? But I will think it's funny. Kobe will laugh at any joke, even if you make fun of his very bad bleached hair right now.
That's wild.
You know.
I personally think it looks really good.
You know what that Representative Jasmine Crockett said? She said, "Bleach blonde, bad built butch body. That's what you are." But
all right. Well, just because you're not part of the cool Aryan race like me, don't have to bitch about it.
Take your medicine. Walk your dogs. Discipline your children. Keep them off the internet. Don't bully me because I will clap back and clock your shit. Sorry, clock your tea. And I think that's all I got. What do you got, Colby?
Have fun. Go to church on random occasions if you ever feel like it. It's kind of fun. And, take it a day at a time. Have fun.
Make sure to breathe and to relax your nervous system. And with all that being said, we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.